This is Maria with Leapwing Audio. Welcome back to the 5-minute video series. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys a couple of examples on how to use CenterOne on your drum room microphones. Let's check out the track. It's a drum recording from the band Rosa Rosa. The song is called Mar de Mares. So now that you've heard this track, you noticed how I was playing with the volume the entire time, just trying to get a better sense of how the room changes or influences the sound of the overall mix. Definitely, it adds that type of garagey, trashy sound that we're always looking for. But you know what? I think it's all over the place. I think the more you bring it up, that low-level detail from the mix, then you end up with a lot of phasey sounds, then maybe there's a lot of muddiness on the sides. So that's why using CenterOne is going to be great, because the more I can focus on the center, maybe I can just play with the reverb and the tail on the snare drum, and that's going to create that ambience that I'm looking for on the drums without having the phasiness issue. So let's go ahead and see what I can do. Okay, so that was pretty cool. You saw how I was able to basically concentrate, focus the sound of the room on my center track. So that way, that enhancing of the room only occupies the center portion, which is very wide, because you notice I also played with the width of the center channel. But frequency-wise, you notice how I was playing with the bandpass EQ, that slider. I was able to get out of that area around 200 hertz where there's a lot of junk coming from the lower portion of the snare and also from the kick, which is that not such a nice place to be from your room. And then I was able to narrow that down and focus all of that attention towards the center and then lower the sides of the room. So let's say you didn't have enough inputs, or there was an available budget for microphones, or you just plainly forgot to record those drum room microphones. So I'm going to give you a tip on how to do that and then use CenterOne to create that fake ambience that we just did on the previous example. So you, I assume, have your overheads. So what if we routed those overheads to a bus, a stereo bus, and then we created an auxiliary room where you're going to connect the send from the overheads to the input of that auxiliary track. Let's listen to the overheads first. Okay, nothing too fancy about them. So what if when you route from bus 1-2 to bus 1-2 on the auxiliary track, you add a reverb? That reverb has a lot of pre-delay, In this case, I just added somehow along 200 milliseconds or so, meaning that this is the amount of time that the reverb is going to wait until it starts acting. And then we use basically pretty similar configurations to what we had on tip number 1, where we lower a lot of that left and right, and we have a very narrow focused center channel. So these are the overheads without my fake room. And now these are my overheads with the fake room. Cool. So this is another way to get sort of to the same place. Thank you guys for watching, and be sure to check us out on leapwingaudio.com. Download the free trial if you have not tried CenterOne. Have a good one. Bye-bye.